Venturz tries to be an all-in-one business management tool, but the overall experience feels clunky and confusing. The AI-generated website content is a pretty neat idea, but editing is very frustrating and limited. The storage limits and the buggy features also make it very hard to use for serious projects. If you're thinking about Venturz, watch this before you decide. It's not quite there yet. Now, this week is Sumo Day, where all tools are 10% off, and if you are an Appsumo Plus member, you get 19% off. Now, if you sign up today, you'll instantly receive a $25 coupon and another one every 90 days. To celebrate Sumo Day 2025, Appsumo has partnered with me to give away a Tier 2 license of Jupitrr AI to one lucky winner. Now, it is totally free to enter. Just click the link in my description and fill out the form. Now, if you want to increase your chances of winning, there are a couple of other actions you can take after you fill out the form. Venturz starts at $69 for license tier 1. Now, regardless of which tier you get, you will get access to all of the features in this deal. The only difference are the total number of limits. And I have to say the limits, especially the storage space, is quite low, including the pages you can create, campaigns, products, and databases. I think most businesses would require much higher limits than what tiers 1 and 2 offers you. Now, the highest tier you can get is tier 4 for $399. Okay, so I would say Venturz is like a beta version or an alpha or pre-alpha version of ClickFunnels or High Level. So you could basically do everything you need to run your online business, from creating an entire website, managing data in your databases, sell products, invoice your clients, run a community, do email marketing, so on and so forth. Now, I did create my first, they call it a startup, and this is my company, MyLeadTagger. And what you see here is the homepage of my Venturz hosted website. Now, I didn't create any of this content. The AI actually created it automatically. Now, let me show you how to create a startup. So I'm going to click on Create Startup. We need to give it a startup name and a description. So I'm going to say my name is Content Machine and we generate blog articles for local businesses. Now bring my startup to life. Now it's creating the subdomain. Okay, so it is done creating my brand new startup, and this is the welcome page. So if you go to pages, you can see here, page is being generated using AI. So this is going to be my main homepage. Okay, here we go. So this is automatically generated. So it's related to the description that I gave it about Content Machine is a company that generates blog articles, right, for local businesses. Now, right off the bat, I don't like how this whole thing is laid out. The images are not relevant whatsoever. There's this Uniqlo image, this typewriter that says empowerment, this wooden table, and I don't know what that is. The headings are okay. Unlock your content potential, transform your vision into words. I probably wouldn't add the get started today right here. I don't know why it's 2 columns. So this is the desktop version. We could go to the tablet, and this is the mobile version. I'm not a big fan of how tall this navigation is. So it looks like we can kind of move things around. Let me see how that looks like on mobile. Okay, so it looks the same. You'll see on the left-hand side, there is a blog, but you'll see About Us services are not on the left-hand side. So it looks like we need to create pages for those. And also the Get Started, I don't know exactly where that leads. So you can edit it. So button options, redirect path, custom action. Now I'm just gonna put my agency's website and advanced settings. So you can add code here if you want. And then let's click on save. So to edit the text of the button, just highlight and you can edit it however you want to. And one thing about this is it's hard to kind of select all the text. Now that you have it selected, You can change the style, make it bold, underline it, or actually, no, that doesn't mean underline, that means color. And this, let's see, I just want to see how this looks like. I don't know what this A is or these icons. If you hover over the icons, it doesn't tell you what it is. Oh, this is the font. Okay, so let's do Courier, and I don't know what that is. Yeah, it does. I don't know what that is. So now it's a wider button. So you kind of need to play around with it. Okay, now it's taller. So not that easy to edit things. Now for this blog word, we can make it into a heading, add emojis, so on and so forth. Now it says write something or type / for commands. So we can say something like content writing agency, or actually I want to replace that to content writing agency. And I got this notification. I'm just gonna click on allow from Venturz. So I'm gonna delete this and let's try to make this, let's see, I'm gonna hit enter and / So these are the various blocks you can select to add to your page. Okay, so you have headers here, you can upload images, videos, or documents, create a button, embed YouTubes, tweets, maps, add dividers, to-do list. So it's similar to Notion. So it looks like they're kind of following the whole Notion format. You can add a form, add a product, so on and so forth. So it's nice that they have these elements, but if you notice, you can just keep scrolling and scrolling. There's templates, AI template 1, AI template 3. I have no idea how those templates look like, but you could just keep scrolling and scrolling, and it's just not a good experience. So let's just say we want to embed. Okay, so let's embed a YouTube video. So I'm just gonna paste one of my latest videos that I published, and I'm gonna hit enter. And let's see how this looks like. Okay, so it has my video here. I can play it. 28 deals have just launched. Now I can move. I believe I can move this up, move it down. Let's see if I could do that. Okay. I cannot increase or decrease the size. Maybe if I highlight it, I cannot highlight it to make it left aligned or anything like that. So I don't know exactly how I can edit the sizing of this video, unfortunately. Now for this image, we can center align it. We can make it into a circle, but at the same time, you could see it's cut off on the top and bottom. Star, diamond. So not sure how that's helpful. We can click this icon to, change how the colors look like. I don't know what that is. And then this, so there's something that's showing up behind the undefined, but I can't see it. So I need to, what is this icon? Okay, so it's uploading. So these icons, it's hard to understand what these icons mean, which makes it very hard to edit this page. So the editing process is not that easy, unfortunately. Now let's see if we can click. Okay, so this is the actual homepage. And as you can see, it doesn't look like what's here, right? So the font is different. Take a look at that. You could see this is still that circle, but this is this rectangle, and this get started button does not look good. It just doesn't match with what I'm seeing, even the header as well. So also, even all of the font, actually, it's a different font from what we are seeing in the builder. Also, another thing I'm noticing is that we did link this to my website's homepage, but now there is no way to edit this. Oh, I think maybe this link here. Maybe I need to add my URL here. Let's give that a shot. And I think I just click that. Okay, no, that goes to my website. Let me click enter. And the text disappeared. So yeah, not easy to edit this page. I also want to show you. So let's click on form. Okay, so you could create a form. So sample placeholder. Let's just say first name and the type. We could do text area, select checkbox group, So there is no email, I'm noticing. So I think that'll have to just be text. Placeholder, I'm just going to say James. It is required. Minimum length, I'm going to say 1 and click on save. So we have first name, add a field. I'm going to put down business email. And I think we just need to select text and placeholder. I'm just going to put down james@gmail.com. Required minimum length, I'm going to say 5. Click on save and submit. Form details, I'm going to name it contact form. Submit button label, submit redirect path. Thank you is the redirect path. Advanced settings, add as contact on form submission. I'm going to toggle that on. Send form data to, so it looks like you need to add your API endpoint here. It doesn't look like there are no integrations. Everything is via an API. Now let me click on save. Now in the databases, we do see contact form. Now let me go to my homepage and fill out this form, add my email, first name, and it stays on this page. I think I need to create a thank you page. So you could create a page from databases, from templates, and they have tons of different templates here. They don't look all too great, and there's tons of them. They even have infographics. So a page could be an infographic, a letterhead, very random, right? You can also create a page from AI or upload an HTML page. Now I'm going to create a page and put down thank you as the slug. And here is where we can, very similar to Notion, write our contact. Okay, so I put thank you for signing up. We will contact you shortly. And I want to add an image. So where is that? I think I passed it. So yeah, this list is not a good experience. Oh, upload, okay. So I'm gonna upload this thank you GIF. Okay, thank you for signing up. We will contact you shortly. I also want to center align this, click on create. So I have a thank you page. Now, if I click into it, this is a thank you page. So for my main homepage, if I click on submit, okay, so the redirect path disappeared. So let me say thank you again, click save, and let me open up the homepage. I'm gonna fill out this form, click on submit, and it didn't redirect to the homepage, to the thank you page. So not a good experience. Now, if we go to databases, we could see, the databases do work. So Tom and James did fill out the form, and then we can click into them, change the name and email if we want to. And then for products, we can create a product. Now we need to verify our account with Stripe. Now earlier today, when I was testing out this tool on my MyLeadTagger account, I was able to do it. Now if I click onto it, it will tell me that I've exceeded quota under the current plan. So I am on the free plan. Now, I think the reason why I exceeded the quota was because the storage is limited to 10 megabytes, which is nothing. And I think I reached that because I created my content machine website. So unfortunately, I have no idea how to access my MyLeadTagger startup. Unfortunately, I cannot show you the product section, but it's very simple. It's also very simple to set up the Stripe account as well. You just follow the prompts, connect your bank, and you are good to go within 5 minutes. And it is still loading here. Let me edit the URL, or let's see. So I updated the URL just to go back to where I was because I cannot go back to the back end. So the navigation is, okay, so I'm here. And so we have our databases, products, create a product. Again, I cannot show this to you because I already exceeded my quota. This is finance, so you can create invoices. So this is the type. We can create an invoice. Let's see if we can find Tom in our database. We cannot find Tom, but there is this customer. There is no product, but if you were able to connect your Stripe, you will be able to find the product here. And with the product, you can price it out, you can name it, and you can also create a coupon as well. It could be like a percentage off, and you can also set up how many times the coupon can be used and also the expiration date of the coupon. So you would add your product here, then click on create. And then the contacts, this is me, and there's 2 other ones here that are just not available. Not sure where they came from, but we can create a contact, add their information right here. So after you put their name, so I put the email, I'm gonna click on invite contacts. So I don't know if contacts are considered customers or are they considered people from my team, because it says invite contacts. So that's kind of telling me I need to invite people into my team, right? So I invited them, but I never received the invitation email, okay? So this is inbox, so we can create a message. So this is like an email. Let's email this person, give it a subject line and email copy. Let's get started with your content. I'm gonna do an H1. Welcome. We are excited to have you on board. And I want to add this welcome GIF. And you see, so this welcome GIF is out of the actual create message box, so clearly a bug. And if I want to add more content, I have no idea how to add more content. So I'm just gonna click on send. Now let me show you how that email looks like. Okay, so I was waiting for about 5 minutes and that email never came. But earlier today when I was testing it out, I did successfully receive an email that I sent. And it does come from this domain. And I unfortunately received this phishing warning. So if you do send out emails via Venturz, just make sure you are not getting this phishing warning. And this is the text. I successfully added the GIF here. So this is an example of how an email looks like on Venturz. Now, if I go back to inbox, unfortunately, everything disappeared. No idea where they gone under contacts. We could see if you email someone, it does go into your contacts list. You could view their metadata, sessions, their plans, refer and earn, and their wallet. If you click on this email icon, you can send them an email. You can chat with them and also message them on LinkedIn and on Twitter. Now, unfortunately, I don't know why when someone fills out the contact form, they are not in the contacts list, but they are in the databases list, right? So I wish the people who filled out the contact form would go into your contacts. You can actually create a database, okay? So I'm gonna create one. I'm gonna name it clients, and you can upload a CSV or Excel file. So earlier today, I did create this spreadsheet in Google Sheets. So I'm going to upload that Excel file. Okay, so it is uploading, click on create, and here we go. So the database is here. So it does pull or reflect the information accurately, which is nice to see. Person's first name, last name, and the city they are from. You can click on any cell to edit the entire row. You can delete rows if you want. You can also add columns. Now, if I want to name, so I click here, I'm typing, but I cannot type anything in the column. I'm typing here, I cannot type anything. We can add a row, James Smith, Los Angeles, and we have that row. I'm gonna add another one for column. I don't know what that is, but I'm just gonna put some random information here. Okay, click on create. So we have these 2 new cells for these 2 columns, but we cannot name the columns, okay? So clearly tons of bugs. Now let's see what else. Community. So this is kind of like a version of School, a pre-alpha version of School. So we can create a post. We can title this post welcome. I have a little welcome message here and I want to add a GIF. I'm gonna add that welcome GIF again, and it's under the general tag for the community. Click on post, and here we go. So you can reply, you can add various emojis like that. Let me reply, excited to be here, click on enter. So you can reply to this post. Now this is an example of a community that I created with my lead tagger startup. So these are various posts under the general tag. Okay, so this is a welcome post, SEO basics. This is where we will discuss SEO basics. We will have a weekly Zoom meeting. So joining instructions. So if you click on it, that person will automatically get registered. So this is another person in my community. Now, if we click on help, these are the 2 posts under the help tag. So this person created this post here, search volume. Does anyone know if search volume is still a thing? So on and so forth. Now, this is in incognito, okay? Now, in the back end, I actually was not able to figure out like the login or the URL of how people can access the community. But I was taking a look at the URLs and it's basically /community. And that's how I was able to figure out how to access the community. So this is my lead tagger community and this is my content machine community. Okay, so you could see here, there's 2 different ones. Now, if you want to actually communicate, you need to log in or sign up. Now, if you click on login, you do have these options to create your free account, okay? So that's what I did for this Kenny guy. I just created like a free account and I was able to basically post anything, comment anything. There was no approval on my end or anything like that. I was just able to create the account and then start communicating inside this community. Now you can also create email campaigns. Let's create a campaign. The type is going to be email, the name, add name. I'm going to say welcome segment. You can select various segments. I'm going to do default segment. Automation, exit strategy, remove contact when all steps are done. I'm just going to say, sure, why not? I'm going to do that one. Okay, click on create. Okay, so this is my welcome email campaign, send email message, referral program, select from address. So I want it to come from my this email and then the subject line, welcome to our community. Please let us know how we can help you. I'm going to say hello. Now, I wonder if there are short codes that I can add to put the person's first name or any information, but I don't believe that is the case. If I do /, I can add these blocks here, but I mean, I can just continue scrolling and get any good luck and find what I'm looking for, but code, yeah, I don't see any. Actually, embed, no. So there's no way to kind of like automatically populate like the person's first name. So select value 1 hours, or actually I'm going to do immediately. So this email gets sent immediately, and then we can add another step. How can we help? Please let us know how things are going. So now we can create a community post, send another email message, send LinkedIn or Twitter message, create a task, create a meeting. So there's different actions here, which is really nice. I want to send another email message though. After 1 hour, oh, now the email message disappeared. So I guess that was a community post. Okay, that's kind of odd. So more steps. That's interesting. I didn't even notice create community post. When you click add more steps, it always defaults to community. Kind of strange. Let's delete it. Let's delete it. And let's just send another email from the same email. Okay, so this email says, let us know how we can help. How are things going in the program? We are here if you need us. So I want to send this out in 1 hour after the first one gets sent. You could also do it by day. The segment is default. So I believe everyone in my contacts will get an email. So let's click on go live. Campaign is live. Now under my contacts, I believe it will be emailing all of these people. There is no way to see what they are tagged with. I do see labels here. Maybe this is where we can add the tag for the emails, but let's go back to campaign. Okay, so this is delivered. Okay, and this is the email. Okay, so it did successfully send the first email. Okay, so it says, hello, first name, please let us know how we can help you. There's the unsubscribe, success, true, data, true. So it's a one-click unsubscribe. I really don't like how this really looks. It does have the phishing warning as well, unfortunately. Now let's see if that person did get unsubscribed. So it was this email, and it doesn't say unsubscribed. I can still email them. So yeah, very hard to use. Now for tasks, you can create a variety of tasks here. The name is send email to all clients. You can add a tag. Let's just hit enter to create a tag called emails, and priority is 5. I don't know what this 5 is. Maybe it's a range, maybe from 0 to 5. I don't know. Start time, end date, doesn't repeat. Let's click on create. Okay, send email. Okay, so executed 0 times. That's just been there this whole time. So it's blocking. I don't know what that is. And then you could mark it as done. Let's add this tag. And this is the person assigned to it. You could also view the history or delete it. Let's mark it as done. And this is completed, mark as done. It's barely you don't even know if it's marked done or completed. So, okay. And analytics. So you could view your analytics right here, total views, unique viewers, so on and so forth. I guess this is tied to the website. And you have your assistant here. So I'm going to ask it, generate an email subject line for a welcome email to my SEO community. Now let's see what it comes up with. Okay, here's a catchy subject line. Welcome to the SEO experts community. Let's elevate your skills together. Okay, so nothing too crazy. It's fine. Lastly, I want to show you the settings so you can name your startup, add your own logo. So this is where you can connect your own website and email domain. So this is a must, especially for the email domain, right? Because you don't want those phishing errors. You can update the branding here. Now let's select this blue one. Okay, so it's basically for the backend. You could view this blue. I personally like just the standard one. And this is the team where you can invite team members. And this is the community. Can update the title, description, open graph title, so on and so forth for your community. Let's fill this out right now. Okay, so I added all of this information for my community, including adding an open graph image. Click on Save Changes. Now I want to see if the open graph tag actually works. So it does. Okay, so it works, nice. So you can preview it on Facebook, X, LinkedIn. So #1 SEO community, elevate your SEO game. So nice, I love to see something working. You can also choose a different model for your assistant, give it instructions, and also toggle on or off bots that looks like create images and so forth. There's also this live chat, so you can attach live chat to your website. Now I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna visit that live chat. So hello, how can I help you today? Let's just say, what is your business about? Now, one thing, I don't like how this live chat looks like. It's just this message here. Is it so low? What is your business about? Okay, now I'm gonna go back to the back end. I guess to find that chat, is it in the inbox? Okay, it's not in the inbox, or the community, or the campaigns, or maybe assistant. No, this is not it. Let's go back to settings, and I have no idea how to take a look at that chat. So live chat is still in the works. There's also social networks that you can connect, and finance is here, and it's loading and loading. Not sure when it will finish loading. There's tax settings, API access. You can also block visitors and also set your notifications. So I would skip Venturz as of this recording. I think there are tons of other amazing software you can take advantage of this week. Now, if you're wondering what I recommend, I'm gonna include a link in the description of one of my latest videos about my top 5 Sumo Day deals you should take advantage of.